Just the announcement of a new episode makes me smile. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Asha Media TV. My name is Asha. For those of you that are new here, welcome. This is my tiny little channel where I like to watch, react, and review a variety of stuff related to sci-fi, fantasy, and comic books. So in today's video, I am happily ready to watch episode 12 of Superman and Lois. But before I press play on this episode, I do need to cover some very basic stuff. If you're new to my channel, please don't skip ahead. Listen up. Number 1, this is a spoiler-filled reaction video. Spoilers ahead. Spoilers ahead. You've been warned. And number 2, it is possible you've come across older videos on my channel where I was showing video footage and clips with the audio related to the episode and all that jazz that many of you are used to on YouTube. I'm aware of that. Unfortunately, though, I can no longer provide those kinds of reactions on my channel for very valid legal reasons. So instead, what I offer is a watch-along experience, and that means it is best if you get access to the episode on your end and you sync up with me using visual and vocal tools and cues that I provide in this video, and we watch the episode together. So if you want to know how that works exactly, check out the timestamp in the description box under overview of my watch-along process, and there I give you somewhat of an explainer, okay? So in the meantime, that's what I offer. However, I am very much aware of those of you that prefer a much more stress-free way to watch me watch Superman and Lois. So if that's what you're looking for with bonus content and extra stuff that you can take advantage of, check out the details in the description box below related to that. And lastly, because this is a comic book based television show, here is my Normie disclaimer, which pretty much just tells you that I am not familiar with the source material, which is the Superman comics. Therefore, I might get things wrong, misinterpret something in a scene that is related to the comics. And if you are a huge fan of the Superman comics and you want to correct me, feel free to do so with respect and courtesy in the comment section. Take it easy on me, okay? Thank you very much. All right, so I am now gonna get ready to watch episode 12. If you watch my reaction to episode 11, you know that I'm just in love with this television show. In fact, I'm gonna say it right here, right now. It is the only television series right now that's airing, because there's another one that I'm watching that ended, which is Supernatural, and I love that show. But this is the only show that's currently on the air that I love to bits. Like 2 bits, 100%. There's no other show right now that makes me feel the way this show makes me feel. So, with that being said, in episode 11, we had quite a cliffhanger, right? Superman seemed to have turned evil to save his family and join his half-brother there. So, I'm so curious where this is going to pick up from. I have not watched any trailers. I haven't watched anything related to this episode. I'm going in here blind. I've been weaning myself off from reading synopsises and stuff like that for other television shows that I react to, and it's been working out well. And so if you're ready to watch along with me, let's go. And if you're not, and you just want to perhaps answer my questions, or something like that, check out the timestamp for my review takeaway portion of this video. Hopefully I'll see you at some point, but I'm ready to go. Hello. Okay, so I'm going to give you an overview as to how my watch-along process works. Now, I'm currently working on a very specific video that I'll pretty much point towards so people can watch instructions and how to follow along with me, because there actually are 3 ways to go about it. But in this moment, until that video is ready, I'm just going to give you the easiest one that I'm aware of that most people do and that I do for other people that I follow as well and follow their watch-alongs. Okay, so in one internet browser, especially if you're going to be accessing this episode online, okay, whether it's your streaming service, what thereof. So in one internet window, not browser, in a window, you're going to open up the episode that I'm watching. And then in a second window, not second browser, second window, internet window, you're going to open up this video. And you're going to check to see where I'm starting from in the episode. Sometimes, well, most of the time with this show, it's right at the beginning, but just double check that it's a timestamp that is clear to you. Then you're going to go to your first window that you opened with the episode and bring yourself over to that timestamp. And then you're going to minimize that window as small as you can to fit over the part where you see me looking at the episode, okay? And then you press play at the same time that I'm giving you the cue to press play. And then that gives you an opportunity to watch what I'm watching on your own window and see my reaction to it at the same time. That's one way to go about it. So when it comes to the vocal and visual cues, I provide them for you in this video. You'll see when I press play, pause, or rewind, and you'll hear me say it out loud as well. And that should help you sync along with me. Now, when it comes to pausing, I do pause for specific reasons, 3 predominantly. Number 1, buffering or lagging issues, which hasn't been a problem, but still it could happen. Number 2, it's to rewind somewhere in the scene. And number 3, which is the most common, is to have a commentary moment with you, my viewer, okay? Now, also what you'll see there are extra visual tools to help you out to stay in sync, such as a timer and as well as another visual layout that gives you an idea where I'm at, okay? Especially if you cannot access this episode on your own, but you want to have an idea what I'm looking at. It's the best and safest way I can provide it for you on YouTube. So with that in mind, as a reminder, I do offer an alternate version of my reaction to this episode with bonus content I know you'll appreciate and extra perks that you can take advantage of. Check out the details in the description box below about that. But if you're ready to follow along with the instructions I've just given you, hopefully it's clear enough. You can always Google how to watch along of anything, but that's just one way to go about it. Then let's go about and do that, shall we? Okay, so I'm at the 0000 mark, and likely they'll have a recap. I'm not going to skip it. I usually don't. And that, yeah. So I'm going to count down to play. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Play. I'm just so curious if Superman's like already completely evil, or is he halfway, you know? Because the way they made it seem as if it was so easy peasy, you know? Or is he still in the struggle? Ah, John's back. I thought they would save him till the end or something. Guess not. Who? He's in Metropolis. Scans indicate. But your scans can't indicate Superman. Youngest sister. Ooh. Oh, it's at this moment. Oh. Okay, so this answers my first question. It's a gradual process. Good. Did that happen on a daily basis or just a one time though? Mm-mm-mm. Oh, this must be so hard for Lois. And then to hear her kids trying to figure something out too. That's good. She's got to give them faith in their father. Even if hers could be waning just a bit. But I doubt it. Mm. Sam. He really hasn't tried looking for it. Uh-huh. Come on, they've got tech to find something. It's nice, though, that she's able to allow her father to shoulder some of that. She can't show that in front of the boys. Sounds like fun. Sounds fair, considering. I hope he doesn't lose his job, though. Really? Damn, that's disappointing. Come on, Earth. Oh, he's gonna help him with his hearing. And do it in one episode where it matters. Yeah, Jonathan. Be productive. All right, so we know that something will work out with those boys at the end. Okay, at this point, Lois, you need to just tell him the truth. He knows as much as he knows. It makes a difference if he knows that Clark Kent is Superman. Wow. I thought it would take him less. Come on, John. You gotta be suspicious about her emotions there. Mm-hmm. Ah, there is a difference. Oh, I love Jonathan. I love him. Imagine if he's the one who had the powers. What a different thing that would be. Mm. Uh, Lex Luthor. Oh, flashback? Wow, that was like right before. Hmm. Contingency plans. Jesus. Which one will win out? Obviously the one that doesn't kill Superman. Oh boy. That's not fair though. It's a lot of blame to shift around. Oh. Okay, never mind. No, it's not what I thought. Oh gosh. I think for dramatic purposes, he might temporarily go bad, but then there will be something that will bring him back. You know, just to kind of make the episodes really exciting. I think. Or they could surprise me with something different, which I'm hoping for. Oh, Jordan. Ah! Yeah, that was good. That was good. Oh my god, I got chills. Ah! What? Oh my gosh, so the crossover begins? This is amazing. This is awesome. Uh-oh. Oh, the suspense of this is awesome. Diggle. That means to get a crossover. Whoa, yeah, that's a little much. Mm. This is like a mini introduction of cancel culture. I don't care what anybody says it is. True that, true that. Where's their younger daughter? Hopefully at school with no harassment. It's a tough position to be in. Sam isn't wrong. But we know something will prevail, right? Oh, is she gonna tell him? Oh my god. Yes! Yes! For once, something I suggest actually happens. Yes! Oh my gosh, okay. Yo, John better see this. This makes a difference. This is context. Are you serious? gosh. Oliver. Come on, Diggle, figure something out on the side. Lois cannot be the only one holding out hope here. Oh. I like how they're showing that's not very easy to to remove. I like the contrast that they're showing. They're coming together as a family while another family is in crisis. That's nice. Huh? What just happened here? Ah! Oh my god! They put such consciousness in him! How though? Didn't they break that machine? Oh my gosh. What the hell? Hmm. That's a really good scene. Very good scene. Wow. Oh, this show just keeps impressing me. All right. Steel is on board. Okay. But now he's Zod. Oh my gosh. Oh. Okay, so chances are it's going to go the way I was saying before, where temporarily, maybe for this episode, he's going to be bad. Well, he's going to be Zod. But there's a difference between being Turd and being someone else, though. That's very true. Has Sam even thought of that? Like, even if they take out Superman, they've got Edge that can just wipe out everybody anyway. Oh my god. I like that. His near moment. Knock him out for a little bit. No. What the fuck? Oh. Yes. Yes. Ah. That's what I'm talking about. Fight, Clark, fight. Of all the people to convince him, who would have guessed, huh? How? Work together! Do something together! Come on, man. You got that tech and all that? Time for what? He couldn't go through the entrance of his own fortress, though. Bust through it. What the hell? Shut the fuck up. Yeah, boy. Mm-hmm. A superhero landing right on your own farm. Run over. Group hug. Hmm. Okay. Thank you, John. Good job. See you later, Steel. Oh, yeah. so, okay, I'll wait till my takeaways to say my thoughts. Okay, finally. Oh, wait, yeah. They sent her off to Lana's parents, I think she said. Okay. But when she gets back to school, though, kids might start bothering her. Mm-hmm. You better not. So, yeah, I'm curious. Is this really this easy of an ending here? Oh, I guess not. That smile at the end? I take it it's his way of, like, he planned that probably to get caught. He's gonna do something. Ooh. Okay. Anyways, we'll find out eventually what's gonna do with my takeaways coming up. Just when I thought they couldn't blow my mind even more, they just keep doing it. And so I am confidently I'm gonna say this, and if I have to eat these words, then I'll eat them when that time comes, but I don't think I will have to. I don't think so. But I am confident that not only are we going to get 2 more really great episodes, but we are going to have a fantastic finale episode, which will make Superman and Lois season 1 one of the best seasons ever for a superhero related to DC Comics. Am I wrong? I think it's going to beat out the first season of The Flash, which in my personal opinion is the best first season for a DC comic hero that's quite popular in the mainstream media. Okay? I'm putting it out there first. Let me know in the comments if you agree. Okay. So, in terms of anything I didn't like, nothing. There's nothing I could think of right now, off the cuff, even as I was watching the episode, that bothered me in any way. In fact, I would say I'm impressed with one particular real world politics of sorts that they kind of threw in there, or sprinkled in, as I like to say, but they did it in such a great way, and they did it using the context of the actual narrative, which I'll touch on a little bit later in my takeaways. Now, as for anything that confused me, I have just one thing, and this is where you are welcome to just remind me if it's something so obvious and I just forgot, because that happens a lot with me. And that is, how did General Zod's consciousness get into Clark? Because if I'm not mistaken, this is the best of my memory, in the last episode, in episode 10, right, one of the best episodes, actually. Actually, they're all great episodes. But anyways, in episode 10, if I'm not mistaken, that's when they destroyed the machine that Laura had built that actually allows these consciousness to be put into you. So I don't understand, how was it that they were able to throw in General Zod's consciousness into Clark at that moment. So I'll leave it up to you, my viewer, to clarify that for me, because that's the main confusion I have regarding this episode. Now, as for takeaways, oh, there's so many, and usually I give you my top three, but I think I'm going to cheat and throw in a fourth one there, or maybe a fifth one, I don't know, we'll see. Okay, so, number one thing I absolutely loved, and this is not in order of best to worst or anything like that, these are just like my top ones, right? So, number one thing is the moment that we had a temporary General Zod, which is kind of funny to me because Morgan Edge, I perceive that character as the Zod-like character of this season, right? Of this narrative. And so I find it interesting that they kind of threw in the actual Zod consciousness for like 5 seconds. Which makes it kind of memorable just because of the irony of the situation. And the second takeaway from this episode is John Diggle shows up. Wow. Did not expect that. In fact, it confirms what I kind of suspected they were going to get to, but I really thought they were going to dive into that perhaps in season 2, and that is crossing over other CW characters. Because although I no longer watch the Flash TV series, I broke up with that show, okay? I still keep up with the news of what's going on the show, like the narrative. And I am also aware that John Diggle as a character showed up on the Batwoman series, a series I will never watch, just letting you know that. In fact, you'd have to pay me a couple $1 million for me to sit through one episode. That's as much as I'll say. But I'm aware of John Diggle's presence on that show. So it's interesting that they're now starting this crossover with him as a character. And of course, there is a lot of evidence that John Diggle's connection to the Green Lantern Corps is being fleshed out, right? So to see him in this episode made it all the more cool. And he's actually a very cool character that I've known since day one with Arrow, a show I miss very much. Only the first 4 seasons, to be honest. But nonetheless, very great character to see. And so I can only presume that it's now going to pave the way for other CW characters to show up. It makes sense that at some point, Melissa Benoist will have to show up as Supergirl. I can't see how that's not going to happen, despite the fact that they're only doing one more season of Supergirl. It just doesn't make sense because, to be fair, you know, this Superman has crossed over on their shows, you know, the whole crossover thing, the Crisis on Infinite Earths and all that. It just doesn't make sense that with Superman and Lois doing so well as a show, that the other CW, DC characters, regardless of how you personally feel about those shows, and personally how I feel about those shows, either way, I'm expecting they'll show up at some point in Superman and Lois. So it'll be interesting to see where all that goes. And my third takeaway from this episode, not my last one, okay? I'm going to cheat and throw in a fourth one, the best one for last. But the third takeaway from this episode is I really loved how the writers incorporated a type of, it's not real world politics, because I say that often as a term, but it's not a politics. It's more or less a cultural phenomenon. That's the best way I think I could put it. It's a cultural phenomenon going on in our modern world, especially North America, and it's called cancel culture. And I find it interesting how they were able to kind of pepper in a little bit of that with what happened with Lana and Kyle. Starting with having the townspeople turn on them, treating them like pariahs, vandalizing their home. As Kyle said in the episode, he did what he did out of good intentions, and I liked how they showed how even despite that, in our world today, you can do something with good intentions, but it can backfire and you can go through severe backlash, even in a small town like Smallville, and still have a hard time. But what makes those sequence of scenes so memorable, and definitely something that I'll remember from this episode, hence why it's one of my takeaways I really want to mention, is because I love how they show that despite the adversity that this family is going through within their own town, they come together, they don't let it bring them down, and in fact, it strengthened their bond as a family. And so I look forward to see how that unfolds for them in the next few episodes, and how this new growing bond as a family will help them overcome whatever situation may happen at the end. Which leads me into my fourth takeaway, and that, of course, is the end of the episode, or the last, I'd say, the last 10 minutes of it, where we have John of all people, John Henry Irons, Steel himself, actually help Clark fight for his family at the last minute. It was such a heart-wrenching and also beautiful moment to see Clark pretty much lose faith in himself. He's so scared, and he would rather die than allow the slightest possibility of himself turning bad and destroying the world and taking lives. And then John Henry Irons shows up. They lead us to believe he's going to take him out, and instead John finds his own faith in Clark and convinces Clark to fight for his family. I can't praise the writers any more than right now, oh my goodness, talk about great writing. On one hand, there you have Lois, who reaches out to John, who tells John Clark's secret of who he is, that he's also her baby daddy and her husband. That's how much she was in desperate need to have someone have faith in the possibility of saving Clark. And then you have Jonathan, who reaches out to John as well and tries to plead with him to save his father. And even with that, John still was like, nope, we gotta take him out. So to have him be the one at the end who takes a chance on Clark, who has a leap of faith and saves Clark, because Clark was like, kill me. And he's like, no, bro. You can do this. Fight for your family. And he does, and he wins, and it's wonderful until it's not. Which is the end, of course, where Morgan Edge looks like he's doing something, which I'm not sure what he was trying to do, to be very honest with you. I'd have to go back and rewatch the episode, but you're more than welcome to clarify it in the comment section for me. Okay? But nonetheless, yes, Morgan Edge looks like he got himself captured, because that sly smile at the end of the episode means that there's more business to come. He's got a contingency plan for sure, a plan B, which I think is going to be epic considering everything they've been showing so far. So, overall, fantastic episode. I did not expect it to be better than last week's, and I'm going to be redundant on this. I am having faith that they are going to wow me again for episode 13, 14, and 15. Yes. Now, with all of that in mind, I want to tell you about a video commentary that I stumbled upon last week. It's called Superman Lois, The Perfect Modern Superman. It's from High Top Films. Link in the description box. Please go and check it out. It's so far, the best commentary about this series I have ever watched. In fact, there's a point in there, I'm not going to give it away because I want you to go and watch it, but the person narrating, they tell you what they believe is the main reason why Superman does what he does. And it's the way he explains it that is just so wonderful. It brought me to tears. And I don't cry at commentaries, okay? Especially about superheroes. Okay? So I shared it in the description box for you. Go and check it out. In fact, the details in that commentary is what helped me appreciate even more so how they saved Superman in this episode. And so when you watch it, you'll know what I mean. And I think if you're like me and you're really digging this season and you love Superman as a character, you're going to definitely love that commentary and the reasoning or the way it's narrated as to why Superman is the perfect modern Superman. So there you have it. That is my reaction and my takeaways from episode 12 of Superman and Lois. If you enjoyed this video, the best way you can show me is by following those two prompts you see there at the bottom right-hand corner of your screen to support this tiny little channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching, and until episode 13, can't wait to see what's going to happen with Morgan Edge, what his plan is. If I have to say a wacky theory, I'll say, I don't know. He's going to find some way to try to rule Earth. All right. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, everyone. Peace out. Thanks for watching. Check out my other videos and subscribe. You know you wanna.